Good morning, fourth grade, and welcome back to Math with Mr. G. This morning we're going to go over Zearn Lesson 3, two of the questions off of that a lot of us had difficulty with. If you have a whiteboard marker, pencil, paper, anything that you need to write with, please grab it this time and pause this video until you're ready to go on. Additionally, if you have not caught up to this lesson, please pause this video now and go back and finish what you owe, whether it's exit tickets or the Zearn lessons themselves. You're not ready for this lesson until you have those things completed prior. This is important because math skills build on each other. And if you haven't completed the math skills before this, it's going to be very difficult for you to understand these ones, and it's going to become more difficult as you move forward. So with that said, let's go over the questions from yesterday. Okay, here we have first our objective for NFC 6, which is using decimal notation for fractions with denominators 10 or 100. Which is, in a lot of ways, what we're working with here. Even though these are already in decimal notation, these can be converted into fractions later on, or they could be before. Okay, let's start with 13 minus 12.9. I always think of decimals as money. It always helps me kind of put in my mind a good concept of how it's used, because we use money all the time, sometimes even every day. So if I want to subtract this, I need to put the larger number on top, and then my subtraction symbol, and then the whole number here, 12.9. Now remember that even though there's nothing here, there's still a decimal. This could be $13, right? So there's really a zero there. So now I can solve. I'm going to switch to blue so we can see the work that we've done. I can't subtract 0 from 9, so I'm going to borrow. Make this a 2. This is now a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. I'm going to bring down my decimal. It's important that our decimals line up, including in our answer. 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus 1 is also 0. So our answer is 1/10. 0.1, 1/10. Now we're going to do the same thing for our larger numbers here. 71 minus 70.7. So again, if I think about this as money, I have $71 and I'm taking away $70.70. So I'm going to put a 0 here, and I'm going to switch to blue, so now that we can solve. So I can't subtract 7 from 0, so I need to borrow and convert this to a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. Decimals are lined up, bring it down. 0 minus 0 is 0. 7 minus 7 is 0 as well. So my answer is 3/10. I'm going to circle both these answers for us in red. And I will, of course, screenshot this and put this up on Google Classroom. Now going into today's lesson, Zearn Lesson 4, it's important to remember that you have these same rules as before. Make sure that you are lining up your decimals every time you need to add or subtract. You need to borrow following the same rules that you do with subtraction. And today you'll be working with hundredths instead of just tenths. The rules are very much the same, but you're just working with more place values, so we're expanding the place values that we're working with. Your exit ticket is just 3 multiple choice questions. You can finish that after you finish Zearn Lesson 4 for Mission 6. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow and going over the work that you've done.